Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 21. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, "Hey Arjuna, desires rob away the discriminative intellect of a person." We all know discriminative intellect is the greatest treasure a man possesses. People pray to different deities to achieve their success. They are carried away by their own vasanas or nature. This is what Bhagwan Krishna said in verse 20. Now, verse 21. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaham shraddhayarchitumicchati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidatam yagam. Bhagavan Krishna is disclosing a greatest secret of life here. Before we get into the verse, let us read two examples. One is example X, another is example Y. So I am the interviewer. I go to X, I ask him, "Sir, why you are such a poor fellow? You are not successful in your life. What is the reason?" It is not necessary that you should always interview a successful person. An unsuccessful person also, you can learn many things. So I am interviewing that person. Then he says, "Sir, I am born in a poor family. My father died when I was very young. My mother was extremely sick. I had no money to admit her in hospital. I had four brothers and sisters. So I had to naturally quit my studies because of the family situation. Then I have to ensure food and studies for my brothers and sisters. So I joined a company. I was thrown out of the company. So I gave education to all the family members. But now they are not at all looking at me. I am poor. Sir, I daily go to Krishna temple. What is the use? Krishna's heart has become like a stone. He is not blessing me. So it's all my previous janma, sir. Papa, what can I do, sir? This is X. Then I went to a successful person. Why? I asked him same question. Sir, what made you successful in life? He says, Sir, I am born in a poor family. My father died when I was young. My mother was extremely sick. I had no money to admit her in hospital. I had four brothers and sisters. I had to quit my studies in between. I had to ensure food for my family. So I helped them, everything. Finally, he says, now I have a very big hospital giving free treatment to all the poor families. So he also goes on saying the same thing. He also says, I daily go to Krishna temple and start the work. When the challenges of life remain the same, why X was a failure and why Y was a successful person? Bhagavan Krishna says, Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktagam shraddhaya chitumichchati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidatam yagam. Bhagavan says, whoever worships me in whatever form he wants, with faith, whoever it is, whichever person is, and whichever form he worships me, I make that faith firm and unflinching for him. So there are many important points here. Slightly I will touch upon a few things. One is Hinduism from the beginning accepts every form of worship. Bhagavan Krishna never says You must only pray to me. Unlike other religions, who makes their followers fanatics, they will either you pray to our God or I will kill you. That is the way they look at it. Whichever religion you take, Hinduism never says that. Whichever God you pray, in that form I will bless you. That is what Krishna says. It may be Lord Krishna, it may be Lord Shiva, it may be Bhagwan Kartikeya, it may be Lakshmi, it may be Saraswati, it may be Hanuman, it may be any God, any other religious God also. Whichever form you worship, I will bless you in that form. That is what Bhagwan Krishna says. Even if you worship in a formless manner, then also Bhagavan bless you in that manner and will give you more faith. In whatever form you are having faith or formless you are having faith. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Applying this to the worldly life, X always worshipped failure. He had tremendous faith in his failure from the beginning. He blames everybody. You ask a person who has failed, he will blame everybody in his life. Oh, this is the fellow who spoiled my life. This is my father is uneducated, sir. So he put me in a poor school. Everything he will blame without himself, except himself, he will blame the entire family, entire schooling, entire teachers, entire life. He will blame. Same person, why he is successful? Because why he had tremendous faith in himself. Every situation, sir, my father was uneducated. That is why I read well. My school was the worst school, but I am the only student who did it. Or my mother was sick. That made me. I have to build a hospital for the poor people. Sir, my in the shop they throw me out when I was working. That made me that I will build a separate shop for myself. Everything he will say, whatever negative he said, that will be the positive. He had faith in himself, not only faith in himself, he also had faith in Bhagwan Krishna. It may be any Bhagwan, it may be any God, any Ishta Devata. If you have that faith, it will be made more stronger, more strengthened by a Bhagwan. This is exactly what Bhagwan Krishna said to Arjuna. When Bhagwan Krishna went as emissary to solve the dispute between Pandavas and Kauravas, Bhagwan said to Arjuna, "Hey Arjuna, I will be with you, but will not fight for you in the battle. You have to fight your own battle." Here, we just have to insert our name in place of Arjuna. For example, if suppose Krishna is there and he is talking to me, he will say, "Hey Radha Krishna, I will always be with you, but will not fight the battle of life for you. You have to fight your own battle of life. I will just remain with you. I will bless you. I will give you internal strength, but never think I will fight for you." So this is the greatest secret. Bhagavan Krishna is saying, you pray to Krishna, you have faith in yourself. The moment you have faith in yourself, Krishna will make that faith stronger, unwavering, unflinching faith, steady, so that you will be able to meet all the challenges of life and then be successful in life also. Another point to be noted is Hanumanji. Hanumanji was sitting quietly in a corner when all the Vanaras were discussing how to go to Lanka and find Sita Mata. I can term it as mission impossible. So they all decided this mission is impossible by us. Then they went to Hanumanji and requested him, "Hanumanji, please help us." Hanumanji had faith in himself and also tremendous faith in Rama, Bhagavan Rama. It was not a cakewalk for Hanumanji. From the start till end, he faced numerous troubles, hurdles. Enemy country, single person, surrounded by army of soldiers. Mercilessly they will kill. Like our enemy countries. They killed our soldiers mercilessly in the border. Recently it happened. The king is a rowdy king. His discriminative intellect has been robbed away by the desire. All are rakshasas. But Hanumanji faced that situation. How? He had faith in himself. He had faith in Bhagwan Rama. Hanumanji, in fact, wanted to commit suicide twice or thrice. Once, when he could not find Sita Mata in Sri Lanka, he said, I will commit suicide. At that time, suddenly I spoke something. I said, don't worry, I will bring Sita Mata. If Sita Mata is not there, I will bring Sri Lanka. Now, if I go back and tell the Vanaras that I am sorry, I could not find Sita Mata, we used to say, sorry, there, this guy, I told you that time, but now it is not possible. So, Vanaras will laugh at me. They will say, Arey, yeah, this fellow talks very nicely, wonderfully he will talk. But Varko is a useless fellow. That is what they will say. Hanumanji says. So, Arey, yaar, how will I face the Vanaras? They will all laugh at me. So that time he wanted to commit suicide. Then he chanted Rama 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 Rama. He got inner strength. Secondly, when he put Lanka on fire, then he thought he put Sita Mata also on fire. She would have died. So again he wanted to commit suicide. Again he chanted Ramanama. Then he got the internal strength. So every time he had faith not only in himself but also in Bhagwan. So that faith was strengthened by Bhagwan and he was successful in his mission. The mission impossible became mission possible. It was because of these two strengths only. A gold, when it is put into fire, becomes the purest gold. A coal, when it is put to extreme pressure by earth, becomes diamond. Bhagwan Krishna says, whoever worships in whichever form, with faith, I make that faith firm and unflinching. That is what Bhagwan Krishna is saying. The same thing has been said by Bhagwan in chapter 4, verse 11. Ye yata mam prabhatyante tamstataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashagam. Already Bhagavan said, Ye yata mam prabhatyante tamstataiva bhajamyaham. In whichever form they worship, I will bless them in that form. That is exactly what he is saying in verse 21 here. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaham shraddhayarchitum ichchati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidatam yagam. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpnamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana